What's up, everybody? You know, one of the most important things for mental health, physical fitness, emotional stability, spiritual satisfaction, and yes, financial independence is simply to find a place from which to operate that is sanctified, that is pure, that is true. That is to say, learning how to be yourself in the face of all pressure to be simply a vessel for another person's message, often a political party or a particularly intense religious group or something like this. It's scary and it's intense and challenging to be a singular person and to stand up for one's own beliefs. But it's infinitely better than to be a cog in the wheel of machinations that don't care about you. And I think that often that's what people that get radicalized politically or religiously become, simply a foot soldier for a cause that never cared about that individual at all. And I think one of the ways to go about defending oneself from that kind of spiritual possession is to go through that dark night of the soul, go through that period of willing disenchantment with the confines of a known worldview, a postmodern materialist worldview, the idea that we've got it all figured out, and move towards the unknown country, the abyss of ignorance in the face of our own mortality and the crisis of meaning that elicits. Because unless we're willing to go into that deeply human place of understanding that nobody has all the answers, then we're never going to be able to say no when we need to. We're never going to be able to move towards the goals that we have, and I don't mean we as in I'm party to somebody else. I just mean the royal we, like every individual in and of themselves. One has to free themselves from the co-opting of outside possessive forces to be able to live the life that one truly wishes to live. And I find it particularly egregious how good social media, the algorithms are at radicalizing young people to do exactly the opposite of what I'm suggesting that we all should do. And I think it's something to be aware of, and it's something to take very seriously, and it's something to work to fight against. And I think it all starts with freeing a person, freeing your mind and being open to the possibility that everything you think you know, you don't. And everything that constitutes the certitude with which you see yourself and others is up for interpretation. Not in the sense that, there's no such thing as objective reality, in the sense that objective reality is to be found through the senses in real time and not through the doctrines of an external teacher. The teacher is the present moment. Wisdom is your ability to move through life with grace and ease and in concert with the rhythms and flow of the things around you. The people that really get it are the surfers and the skiers and the flyers and the dancers, you know? The people that don't get it are the goddamn teachers. The people that mean to, and I don't mean just teaching in any sense, because of certain, you know, of course, certainly there's good teachers, but I mean those that would be wanted to create acolytes and followers and people that are deputized to then go and spread their message. The only message that matters is the one that allows you to be free to be yourself, to move forward positively and constructively in life, to go forth and procreate, and to be true to the deepest currents of your being. And certainly there is wisdom in the teaching of traditions that exist, but at the end of the day, ideology and mental maps that have served people in the past are not holistically able to represent the unknown future. What we need is the ability to critically think, not the answers to arrive to a priori. And unfortunately, it's a hard sell to teach young people that what's really the move is to continually question and come up with better questions in the endless pursuit of knowledge. What's easier to quantify and measure is the ability to regurgitate dead wisdom, answers found from previous experiments. And certainly in the pursuit of science and technology, building upon known experimentation is extraordinarily important. But that's not what I'm talking about. In the ongoing health of the organism, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, what need be the case is the ability to ongoing adaptation to the environment being allowed to occur. So as soon as you become lithified, fossilized in your thoughts, beliefs about yourself, about others, about any particular issue, you cease using your senses. A person ceases being able to think critically and react in the moment. Any good sportsman will tell you, you are functioning the best, whether it's a fight or a flow sport or an adventure sport or any sport really, when you're relaxed. And what's the metaphor there for psychology, philosophy? Relax the want to quantify, classify, categorize. Relax that instinct and allow the present moment to continually inform your cognition such that you can react more appropriately moving forward. I hope that makes sense. I love you guys. I appreciate your time. Be yourself, do your thing, more power to you. And yeah, hope you get some value from these videos. See you guys. Thanks for watching.